Right, to come back out on the Hoyle Bank again today, fishing for bass again. As you can see, the conditions are absolutely atrocious really. Sea mists rolling in off low water now. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, low water, loads of sea mist. I'm expecting it to clear up as I get moved back, but I cannot see anything behind me or beside of me. So I just got to have to keep a really close eye out today and see how we go. Going to be going for a different sort of setup today. I'm going to be using a 1 ounce bomb on a 1 up 1 down rig, little size 1 circle hooks, black lug, razor fish, few attractors, and this is actually going to get cast out on my spinning rod. So this will be cast out on my spinning rod today, 11-foot Shinobi Raptor. I've got 15-pound braid on it and a 1 ounce bomb, and this will be going about sort of 20-30 yards throughout. And later on in the tide, about 3 hours up, I'll be swapping this and for the lure and go some lure fishing here as well when the tide gets a bit bigger and the bass come in. On my other rod today, I'm on a Conti rod, fixed spool, 20-pound braid. Again, this one will be going about 20-30 yards. Same sort of rig, but this rig will be fished throughout, and this will go about out between 30-40 yards and 20-30 yards throughout. Again, I'm on these little size 1 circle hooks, really nice. And then a bit later on, after a couple of hours of the flood, when the tide picks up, I'm going to be switching me lure rod for these, and I'm going to be using these metal sort of lures, casting them as far as I can and doing a slow retrieve. I'm going to try and get a lure caught bass if it's possible. I'll show you what it looks like out here today. Really foggy. It's just a sea mist coming off the tide. It will calm down as the tide starts to flood, but if you ever are in this situation and you really can't find your way off, I've got a compass with me. Always head east, that'll take you back to the shore. 7.2 today, so I'm perfectly safe on this bank. All I've got to watch for, as I've said in my other videos, is the tide comes in from the right hand side. So just take a look at them channels when they come in. Right, so I'm going to be fishing a lot lighter today, so low water's just gone now, the tide's just starting to turn. Let's get cast in and get some fish. This is the rod we're going to be having all the fun with today. This little 11-foot Shinobi Raptor spinning rod and little reel. 15-pound braid, small bait, 1 ounce bomb. Let's see what we get with this. So anyway, you can see the conditions today. It's just the steam, it's so hot out there. Believe it, 400 yards out that way, it's cracking the flags. It's absolutely really sunny, so all the moisture's coming off the sand and going on off to the beach. It will calm down as the tide floods in, so I've got no danger of being here today whatsoever. But as I say, if you are in these conditions, bring a compass. So anyway, you can see how coloured the water is as well. It's really good today. There's plenty of colour, the fish should come in close. The sky's absolutely overcast with this mist, although it will clear off later. And hopefully this will bring the bass in. It's northwest wind, it's fairly rough, it'll get worse as the tide comes in. Hopefully we'll get the bass on the feed today. If you can see, the sea mist is starting to lift now. I can see behind me again, and I can see the banks and channels that I'm going to be going back onto. So it will clear off in about an hour. I think it will disappear, this. Right, so I've got my Conti rod on the left hand side. It's a Fozzer ZZ420 black rock. with a thick spool, 15-pound braid. That's on the left hand side rod. That'll stay out with baits throughout the day. Close in fishing again, 30-40 yards. On my other rod I've got this Shinobi Raptor, little 10-foot spinning rod, or LRF rod. Tiny little Shinobi Raptor reel. That's only got a 1 ounce bomb on it with a tiny little rig. So I'm fishing really super light today. Super close in, super light. And a bit later on I'll be swapping the baits over from the spinning rod, and I'll be doing some lure fishing out here. But the bass generally don't come on here till about 3 hours before high, so we'll put some baits on for the first couple of hours and try and get a good scrap off a flounder or something. Great little scrap on the spinning rod there, and the first place out as well, so it's a good start. There you go, first place out there to the spinning rod. 1 ounce bomb, a really good fight that. It's at 35 centimetres. Right, you can see the fog starting to lift now on the channel to the left, so I'm on the first bank now, perfectly safe now. You can see everything, see all the way back. Right, you can see the first channel starting to flood in behind me now. So I'll get 20 minutes on this bank, and then I'll wade back through to the next bank over there, and then I'll start lure fishing when this bank fills up. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm fishing the back bank over there, I'm going to bring all my stuff over and cast my little spinning rod in short behind me, so when I cross back, hopefully I've caught something coming in on the flood on the back channel. So this bait's still over the back bank, which is all the way out there, and you can see how far out it is. I've literally got no line on my reel, so I'm gonna have fun getting this one in. We'll try a little bit of spinning with this fella and see what happens. can see all the algae that's still hanging around the Mersey here and the Hoyle Bank and everywhere, Caldy and all over the place. It's just thick with algae, and the water is absolutely boiling as well. So the fishing's just non-existent at the minute. We've had the one fish, it's gone very, very quiet. We'll keep going, but I don't think it's going to fish very well today in this. Finally a good sized flounder come out there. It's been really, really slow fishing with this algae, but finally I've got a fish. Come on out. Just shy of 38. We'll get him back anyway. Right, the water's cleared up now. Flounder is starting to come on. I'll get back to spinning in a minute, so we'll get this one back. Right, there you go, that's me packing up now. 2 flounder in the place. Everything's come to the little shinobi rod today with a 1 ounce bomb on, about 30 yards out. 2 flounders in the place, so I'm quite happy with that. The water is still pea green. There's a lot of weed and plastic and all sorts in there today. It doesn't look nice at all. Wait for the tides to pick back up in about 4 or 5 days. Get back down the Mersey and get back on the smooth hounds, I think.